my channel. Before we go any further, please subscribe if you have not already. It's free, it takes 2 seconds. And also there's a little bell icon right down there next to the subscribe button. And if you hit that, you can turn on notifications for my channel so that you will be notified when I put up a new video, the moment I put up a new video. And some of you already got notified for this video, and that's why you're first. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
Always remember, if you ain't first, you're last.
Today we're comparing 2 sets of brushes that differ in price so much, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I posted a picture of this on my Snapchat the other day, and you guys lost your shit. So many people screenshot this, so I was like, hey, Snapchat fam, leave a heart on my last photo on Instagram if you wanna see me use this on camera. And there were so many pink hearts, I was like, okay, you've got your work cut out for you for the next couple days. So I actually got this sent to me in the mail a while ago, and before I moved, and I've been wanting to use it. And then I was also sent these new brushes by Artis BrushCraft is what this line is, like a little less expensive. So I'm gonna compare both of these. This side of my face will be done with the, I guess they're called DUPE makeup brushes, although that really doesn't look like a D. This took me a while to find. And they're available on Amazon for $19.99 for this entire set. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's what, 10 brushes? And then these are available, there's only 4 of them. Their belief is that you don't necessarily need tons of different brushes to create a makeup look. And these range from anywhere from $19 to $24 a brush. So for the price of one of these, you could buy this entire set. These are made out of synthetic materials and animal-free man-made fibers. There you go, yeah. So I did sheet a little bit before the last couple days. I did use the foundation brush from here and this one, which I assume is their foundation brush. It's kind of tiny for foundation, just to kind of like see what these were all about before just see if I even wanted to do this video. So, and I think that it's worth doing. I could not bring myself to do my eyebrows with one of these. That's not thin enough for the end of my eyebrow. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I also don't do my eyebrows with powder. I do it with a pencil lately. So I already did the brows, but my face is already been moisturized and primed, and we're ready to go. Just so you know what type of foundation I'm using, it's not like, I used thick foundation the other day with this, the Via Cosmetics one, which worked pretty well. I'm gonna be using the Josie Maran Vibrancy, I always say it wrong, Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation in Juicy, which is also known as RGB 50, and the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation by Kevin Aquan. And this one is in Light, EF05. So I'm just mixing these together. I feel like it's gonna be too dark for me. We're just gonna make a freaking cocktail of foundation today. So I'm gonna be adding the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Porcelain just to lighten this up a little bit, because I'm looking a little pasty right now, you know what I'm saying? Ryan is literally on the phone in the other room, and I can hear him. I can like hear the full conversation all the way over here, and he's got the person on speakerphone. So if you guys can hear that, I apologize for Ryan. Okay, let's get started. All right, so one confusing thing about the Docolor brush, it's fine, he's gonna live, it's gonna be fine. The Docolor brushes is that it tells you, like with Artis brushes, it says oval 10, over oval whatever, and what it's for. However, on the brush itself, it doesn't actually have a number on it anywhere. So fine for me, like I just use brushes for whatever the hell I want, even if they're not even meant for what I'm using them for. So it doesn't matter to me, but if anybody likes, you know, if you like to know a little bit more, like I guess you would just have to keep this stupid box, and so you could look at this and like see, okay, and their graph is terrible too. Like why couldn't you just say oval 6, this, and this? But you have to go down this graph, whatever. It's like subscription websites where they tell you like what you get and what you don't get. I fucking hate it, I hate it. Anyways, so yeah, that's that. This one can be used for foundation or whatever. We're gonna be using this one for foundation over here and this one for foundation over here. So let's go ahead and start with the pink ones, because I love pink. And by the way, free shipping on these on Amazon as well. So I don't know what the method is here. I just grabbed a little bit on here. And from what I've seen in Laura Lee's videos and a few others, like I really just wanna do that. It's super weird, but I'm just going to wipe, okay? We're just gonna wipe that on there. I was so afraid before like using these that it was gonna leave a line, like lines in it, you know what I mean? But it doesn't seem to be doing that, because typically like dragging motions remove your foundation, you know? Wow, there's no brush spots or anything, or brush like marks, rather. That's impressive. I like this handle. This handle is making it easier to like apply. Ugh. A little scary. Maybe next time like you should do your brows after you do this step. One thing I do like about these brushes, really easy to blend your makeup down. Whereas sometimes like with this, I don't know, with the beauty blender, I totally miss spots. And Ryan, like out in public, is like staring at me. I'm like, what? What is it? And he's like, you have a really bad foundation line. So don't be one of those. Okay. Pretty impressive. I'm gonna zoom you guys in here so you can see this. So I don't have any concealer on yet, but I feel like this did a pretty good job. Like it looks like it maybe wiped off some of the makeup like right here, but I feel like it did a pretty good job. Like there's no brush lines or anything like that. I feel like the makeup's not sticking to my face right here though. I don't know if that's the brush's fault or my face's fault or what, but seems to look pretty good. So let's go ahead and continue with another brush from here. Actually, you know what, let's do this in order. Now I'm gonna use this one. As far as like the softness of the brush, they literally feel identical. I will say this is a lot harder to hold. This round thing, it makes this kind of twist around a lot, whereas this one has like a handle that sits better in your hand, and I am liking that more. I'm preferring this rounder shape over this like very long oval shape. It does seem like this brush is applying the foundation just like a tad bit thicker, which is better for me. Depends like what your preference is, but it seems like, I don't know if you can see on my chin right here, I can see a distinct kind of line where I've applied this, and I didn't add any more product to this brush. This one has left like a few lines right here. So this side is the BrushCraft Art by Artis, and then this is the Docolor. I don't know if you can see right over here, there are a few brush strokes, whereas this side there isn't, but this side seems to be applied like a little bit more heavily. So I like that. I prefer a full coverage, so I don't know if the other brush just sucked up some of my product or what, but so far overall, like I'm liking this tool better, but I'm liking the application of this one a little bit better. Okay, moving on to foundation. Concealer. I'm just using my Tarte Shape Tape in Light, and I'm just gonna place that all over like I normally would, and then we'll blend it out with these guys and see how they do. We're gonna go ahead and use this guy first. This is the one that it says to use for concealer. I feel like they pull on your eye, like just these brushes in general when you do this. Like I don't like dragging. Like I would much rather just dab this on with a beauty blender, you know what I mean? All right, not bad, not bad. This is the Oval 3 brush. Just gonna go ahead and use this. It says that it's for concealer. I'm not sure if this is showing on camera, but this one once again is just kind of like not sucking up a lot of the product and just kind of like, can you tell on camera, but this one is way more sheer of a coverage. Like it picked up a lot of my product and didn't leave as much on my eye. So once again, it's all your preference. Like with this one, I would say you don't need to add as much product because it's not sucking it up like a beauty blender would. So that's one of the things with synthetic brushes too. Like brushes with animal hair, they're very porous and they suck up your product, which is one of the reasons why I don't like them, aside from them being made out of an animal, which I think is quite disturbing. Basically, this one is just leaving a lot of the product on my eye. And once again, I like full coverage, so that's fine for me, but I just really don't enjoy this handle. You know, one of the issues I find with them only having 4 brushes in this line currently is that now I need to set my under eye area, and while with this set I have all these other brushes that have not been used, now the only brush that I really have brushes to have that I would set my under eye with are these 2, but we've already used them. So I would literally have to go wash this, wait for it to dry, and like do that unless I was gonna use other brushes. So yeah, I mean, I kind of appreciate the fact that they're trying to like do like less is more, but I think more is more when it comes to brushes. Like I think you need a lot of different brushes for different shades and like different mediums of product, whether it's powder or pressed powder. Like I wouldn't want to put pressed powder on this right now. It's like wet with foundation. So that will get real cakey. So I don't like that. So we're just gonna go ahead and set this side with some powder. I'm gonna use the Tarte Smooth Operator Clay Pressed Powder. And I'm just gonna like, I don't know, this guy looks good. I'm just gonna use this one over here. And since there are only 4 brushes of the other one, we're just gonna go ahead and use one of the brushes that we used for the concealer, I guess. Just kidding, it's not big enough. I'm gonna use the one that we used for the foundation. Ooh, but it just got my pressed powder like all dirty. Like, can you see that? There's like, now there's like foundation on it. So that's, oh, it's still wet. I can't do it, I can't. I'm just gonna be using, it's like wearing wet jeans. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna use this little guy, and we're just cheating on this side, but we know that there's only 4, and that's a problem. Okay, moving right along. Ugh, it's bothering me now that there's like foundation in here. Okay, I gotta get it off. It's still there, it's still there. I ruined it forever. We have a dilemma here because the only 2 brushes that I have not used and put wet concealer or foundation on are these 2. And these are not gonna help me put on blush. These are not going to help me put on highlighter. So I guess what I'm gonna do, just for the sake of seeing how this applies, is I'm gonna take this and wipe it off really well on a rag, and we'll just use it as if it's kind of like partially brand new and unused. This box is trying to tell me that this guy right here is for eyeshadow, or can be used for eyeshadow color. What? I'm not too confident in either of these sets of brushes in the eyeshadow department, to be honest with you. So we're gonna go with some light shades here, okay? I'm gonna be using the Burnt Orange Matte. Let's see that in an instant replay. We're gonna be using on the eyelid Burnt Orange Matte by Anastasia. And we're gonna go ahead and use this side first. I'm not listening to this. I'm not using that big brush. That's absolutely crazy. This one says that it is good for eyeshadow, so we're gonna go ahead and use that. I don't understand how this would work for eyeshadow. It's just like long and slender and awkward. That's what she said. So, oh, hi. Okay, why? Just why? Why can't we just use a round brush for this? The only round brush in here is for like lips. I don't know, I feel like this is like a challenge, you know? Like all this YouTube challenge, I feel like this is a YouTube challenge right now, and it's supposed to be difficult. This takes a whole new skill set, you know what I'm saying? Like why? Like that's too big, no. Why use this? Why not just use a traditional blending out brush? I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like, I don't know, it's just awkward as fuck. We're gonna use the Circle 1R makeup brush over here on this side. It is round. Let's see how it does. These are really hard to hold. I feel like it's a dental tool. I don't know, for me, for the crease, this is just way too dense. Like it's like pushing my eyelid around and my eyelid don't wanna be pushed around. Ugh, gotta keep a steady hand. Like, you can't press too hard or it's just gonna leave like a circular blob of eyeshadow on your lid. Who has used this brush? Has anyone used this brush? Like, I feel like it's a dental tool. Like, it's a dental tool. So the end result of both of those, like, not terrible, but it, like, I don't know, it just takes a whole new skill set, and so you gotta learn how to use these to make it look good. And I already know how to use, you know, one of these guys, so why switch to this? I would never. I'm gonna take Ash Brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills, start on this side, and just do a little bit of like casual liner with this because I don't see, you know, like a liquid liner working with this. So just like this whole concept is just something I'm not used to, and it would take some time to get used to it. Like, I don't know, for foundation, okay, yeah, why not? But I feel like this is just a whole nother level. Like this is like a video game. I'd have to sit here for hours to nail this. This is the Linear 1 makeup brush by BrushCraft / Artis. So we're gonna use that one. It's very long. It's very long. Already I feel like it's just not fitting my eye shape well at all. Like these could work for smoking out some liner, I guess, but like precision is not the name of the game with this one. Once again, it's, you know, applying more product than the other side. I'm trying so hard not to poke myself in the eye. It's too long, but they had to make it long because they literally say that this one brush does 4 things. Whew. I'm glad that that's over. We're gonna contour now, and I'm going to use the lightest contour shade that I have right now because not only do I not have too much faith in these brushes for this part as well, but I'm also pale as fuck. So we're gonna be using the Tarte Park Ave Princess. It's pretty, I have that name memorized. It looks like this. Gonna start with this side, and this is just such a dense brush. Okay, so I just like got some of it on here, and I'm also going to dab some of that off on a towel. Look how much came off right there when I dabbed. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna use the back of my hand maybe. Okay, let's just, whoo! I feel like it's wiping my makeup right off, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's take a closer look at that. Not bad, not bad. Once again, you have to be really careful of the pressure that you're applying though, and you have to be real gentle because there ain't no fucking up with this thing. Back to the foundation brush. We're gonna be using that one on this side and kind of doing the same method, dabbing it off. Let's take a look. This brush is so hard to, it just keeps wanting to spin around. So I have to like, I gotta secure it there. Not terrible. I feel like it's not blending out as easily as the other one though. Time for highlight. I'm gonna wipe this one off since we only have one. We haven't even used this one, so we're gonna use this guy right here. Gonna be using Via Cosmetics. What is this? This is Opal. I should know that. Once again, it's super dense, so I'm dabbing some of that off. But let's go ahead. Okay, it's fine. I have to say that this one doesn't glide along my skin as easily as the other one. I don't know if it's a little bit more dense. Let's see. Yeah, so it's definitely a little bit more dense on this one. And you know what I just noticed is that this one actually, can you see that? It kind of bends a little bit. So I feel like that is almost like shocks on a car sort of thing. So like it has a little give, so you don't have to worry about pressure quite as much with this one. Whereas this one is just like hard and it's like, it ain't going nowhere. Blush, I'm gonna go with something real light because I'm nervous again. But I'm less nervous for this side now that we've just discovered the brush shocks, you know what I'm saying? So this is IT Cosmetics Sugar Plum Blush. Okay. I just wanna keep going like, stop it, Kristen, stop. As I was saying stop, I literally did it again. Pretty good. Come on, buddy, redeem yourself. You know, it's like, it's fine, but it's just fine. There's no give on that brush. Now that I know that, it's gonna just bug me. Last, but definitely not least, this is the circular 1R makeup brush that we used for the eyeshadow. And then over here, we have 2 options for lips. So we've got these both as an option for lips. One is rounded and one is not really. Then the only one that I have that says for lips is like this one, and you better have like really big lips for this because it's really big. And because I'd like to be very aggressive with this, we're gonna use a very lipstick for this. This is, because I want to be able to see what's happening with the lines, you know? So this is Saturday by ColourPop, and it's ultra matte lip. And this way you guys can see also like where it's all going. I feel like this is kind of pointless too. I guess it like is fine if you don't have an applicator or you've got like an actual lipstick, but we're gonna use the rounded one of these. All I have to say is that's funny, all I have to say. I talk so much and I always have shit to say. That is not all I have to say. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. So you better have lip liner on before you do this, because you see that? The line is just like it's not crisp, and we all know we like a crisp line. So like if I was applying chapstick maybe, I don't like hate it, but this is definitely the last thing I'd be reaching for to do my lipstick. Like ever on the planet, like the last thing. Like I would rather use a tampon to apply makeup. No, I'm just kidding, that's a little too far, but like it's pretty much the last makeup tool that I would grab to apply my lipstick. Now we're gonna give this guy a go. And again, this is the Circle 1R makeup brush. Please pray for me. Have me in your prayers. Say a little prayer for you. Why would anybody do this to themselves? It's applying my lipstick on both sides, also like super sheer like is this a lip stain or a lipstick? I'm not sure. This is so crooked. It is not for a lack of trying, all right? I really just tried to make both those sides look good and it's just not having it. So last test here, let's contour my nose. Let's try it out. Gonna use this guy on the Dew Color side, and I guess we have our options of these two. This is too thick, I would say, to contour a nose, so I guess I'm gonna use this one, but that looks too thin to contour a nose. So we're just gonna wipe these off, because we only have 4. Gonna dab off the brush again, because I'm just like worried that it's picking up too much color. Oh boy. Wait, maybe we're gonna dab a little bit more off. All right, it's not heinous, but it's not great. It's not good. It's not great. It's not good, folks. Alrighty, let's use this skinny little one right here. Oh my. All right, we're gonna try and blend this out a little bit. Oh yeah, so I'm just gonna help both sides out a little bit and just like do a little blending right now. Not terrible, but once again, like way harder than it needed to be, because like using a normal contour brush for that would just be way too simple. I also didn't say this in the beginning of the video, which I probably should have, but both of these sets of brushes were sent to me by these companies in a PR package. So it's not a sponsored video, I just wanted to see what they were all about. And I can safely say that I would 100% purchase and reach for these over the Artis BrushCraft. Pros and cons to both. You know, the BrushCraft applies more foundation and keeps the product better and like doesn't remove as much of it from your face, which I really like. This blends out easier. It's got a lot more give here. Like, sorry, just to recap, they're fucking pink and there's more of them for the price of just one of these. And I don't know, like, I hate this handle. I think my two least favorite things about this brush is that the handle is very hard to grip, I think. I think it wants to like move around in my hand because I don't have a tight grip on it because of the shape. And I don't like how it has no give. Like it makes blending out just more like hold your breath, like make sure you don't press too hard. So I mean, honestly, in all actuality, I would rather reach for a normal brush that I have over here over either of these, except if I was in a hurry or like wanted to do my foundation quickly and didn't want to use like a beauty blender, then I would go ahead and use one of these. That was cool. And my other favorite thing to use these for was actually the highlighter. I thought that worked really well. And even the contour, but I think in any given day, I would honestly rather grab for my beauty blender over either of these. But if you think you wanna try this out, for me and my face and like my preferences, I would definitely go with the Dew Color brushes. They're only $19.99 for the entire set. So if you don't like them, you're only out $19, and I'm sure that you can find some things that these might be good for. I feel like this would be really good for scrubbing your face too, like if you don't want to use it for your makeup. But yeah, overall, these guys are the winner. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought about the application of both of these sets of brushes and the price and all that. I'd like to know if you've used any of these or if you're planning on using them. Let me know. Let's chat about it in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up. As always, I love you guys and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.